Imagine a society where the government censored books, where if you possessed one, your house would be burned down, where firemen set fires instead of put out fires. This is how Ray Bradbury portrays the future American society in his novel Fahrenheit 451. Guy Montag, the main character, starts to question his job as a fireman after he meets a girl named Clarice who tells him about a prior generation where firemen put out fires and when people read books. People during this future time rely on technology and become ignorant. Fahrenheit 451 portrays the negative effects of censorship and advanced technology through the different characters throughout the novel. One of the main technological upgrades that the firemen use is a mechanical hound. The hound had fatal flaws, showing the imperfections and consequences of technology. In this future life, people were closely attached to their televisions and even considered the characters their family. This took away from actual family life and forced people to dedicate their time to their virtual family.
And now, for cousins everywhere, our family theater. Come, play with us. Naturally, in what you are about to see, any similarity with the truth or with real life would be purely coincidental. Do bear that in mind. So, will you come play with us? You will? Good. I thought you would. Come in, cousins. Be one of the family.
Life during this time is so unbearable that one of the old women who had stored books in her house burned herself along with all the books she had. She would have rather died than have lived in a society without books and freedom, showing the impact that books had, forcing Montag to wonder what books were actually about. But even with such advanced technology, people weren't happy. Montag had found his wife knocked out with an empty bottle of what was once filled with sleeping pills, apparent that she was trying to kill herself. It's because of the feeling of alienation that causes people to become depressed. This feeling of loneliness is supported by the rapid promotion of material things that distract people from the interaction with others. One of the main themes throughout the novel is the separation of knowledge and ignorance in this society. Those with knowledge will try to rebel against the government to restore humanity to older times when books were a factor of life. Those who are ignorant will fall under the government's corruption and thus create an equal brainless society, which was the government's goal.
It's no good, Montag. We've all got to be alike. The only way to be happy is for everyone to be made equal. So, we must burn the books, Montag. All the books.
Now for some questions for the author. So, Mr. Bradbury, how would you explain the dangers of technology?
Well, you look around at inventions, and we're surrounded by more and more inventions all the time. We're like kittens when people are dangling bright objects in front of us, and we get intrigued with the bright objects, and we got to be careful we don't pay attention to the bright objects, but more to the reality of life itself. So that's what I was writing about, is life in the midst of bright objects.
I see. And what influenced you to write a novel about book burning?
Over the years, I read about the various libraries of Alexandria burning 3,000 or 4,000 years ago. I think twice by accident, once on purpose. And then in China, heard rumors of burnings of libraries and books. And Hitler, of course, in Germany in the early 30s. And since I'm a library person, I've never made it to college, you see. I'm self-educated in the library. So anything that touches the library touches me, And I was vitally concerned and upset to see what was going on in the world. And then there were rumors of this kind of thing during the McCarthy period, the Joseph McCarthy period. Nothing really substantial. He never really got going, but he hurt a lot of people along the way and threatened books. I heard rumors also of book burnings and censorship in Russia, and it all came true later. We found out they burned millions of books and millions of authors.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Bradbury. As society continues to advance and technology is improved, it seems that a future society similar to this is inevitable, but can be avoided as long as books are never destroyed. The society that Bradbury portrays in his novel is a very realistic situation that could happen in the future.